Hey, Scruffy. Yeah, it's after sunset, not early tonight. Actually, still, well, I don't know, I'm probably on time. Yeah, I'm coming in. What a pretty good day. It's actually warmer today. Yeah. Gets ready for dinner. Okay. Get the food on the table. Let's take the water bowl off the little table so I can move it later. And get the glove on. Yeah, it doesn't smell very good in here. I don't know. It's like manure in the air. Or did Scruffy do something in this area? Teach me a lesson, maybe? We didn't sit in anything. You mentioned it smelled kind of funny last night. I didn't smell anything until I just sat down a second ago, so it's, I think, in this immediate vicinity. It's not throughout the yard. I thought maybe it was just, some manure or people preparing for the spring or something like that. But yeah, the smell seems to be in this spot. Just have to look around after I'm done with Scruffy. I don't see anything. So yeah, the weather was kind of weird today. It was overcast, but it was actually pretty warm. Well, it was kind of warm. It was actually supposed to get, I think, even warmer than it was. So I was actually predicting or expecting it was going to be probably about maybe another 6 degrees warmer than it was. I think it was still technically warmer than yesterday, but yeah, it wasn't as much as I thought. So the forecast is predicting rain starting, I think, overnight. So I think it's supposed to rain all day tomorrow, and then I think we get a break the following day, and then I think 2 more days of rain, and then a break, and then I think another day of rain. Of course, the forecast has not been very accurate, so I don't know. But I am kind of expecting rain tonight, since I figure they can get the forecast correct, within a day. And yeah, it was overcast all day, so it looked like it could rain all day, though they said it wasn't. But it was unusually warm. I guess it was good it didn't get warmer or as warm as they predicted, because yeah, the humidity was already, I could already feel the humidity, and if it was warmer, it would have been a lot worse. So because this is the last day before the rain, I thought I should take advantage of it and go out one more time. So I went for a bike ride today. I probably needed a rest day, but since it's going to rain tomorrow, I figure I'll be taking a lot of rest days if it rains a lot, so I wanted to get out while I could. Yeah, I figured I would not be, yeah, I don't think a run would do me any good, since my runs haven't been that good and my legs are probably already overtired. So I figured it had to be a bike ride or nothing. So did the bike ride, And it was when I left. I left a little early. I left right after I fed Scruffy today at lunch, and I actually fed Scruffy. It's probably about 10 minutes earlier than I usually do, or the start of lunch. I think they see me. I can't remember why. I think he saw me, or he was out here already waiting. So figured feed him. And because of the weather, it looked like it was still going to get warmer today, and I wasn't sure, should I wear heavier or lighter clothing today? Because the weather was right on that cusp, and I wasn't sure which one wear. If it was going to get as warm as they predicted, I should wear the lighter clothing. But because it was not as warm as they predicted, I was not sure. So I ended up wearing the lighter clothing and shoving a sweater in my backpack. Turns out, it was warm enough that I didn't need it. So, but it didn't get up to temperatures that they expected. So, but it was actually it was actually a pretty nice ride. So the park that I go biking at is still closed. I checked the website. Still no new information. I don't think they've changed anything since they last changed it. And I think that was over a month ago. So the park's been closed for 2.5 months now. So it's been a really long time. So I had to use my alternate path again. And I went up the hard extension route again today. I didn't need as long as a rest as last time. But still a challenge. Saw a few other bikes out today. So as I was going up the mountain, there was a group of first 3 people coming down the mountain, and then they were followed a little later by another group of 2 people. I'm not sure if they're all together or not. And then when I was going up further in the mountain, there was a guy on I guess technically it's a tricycle, but it's not like a tricycle you would normally associate with. So it was a big, it's a pretty big bike. It's reclined, so it's low on the ground, and you sit like you're in a recliner, or kind of legs straight. So you're kind of low on the ground, and your legs are straight, and you're kind of leaning back. And the 2 wheels are in the front, not the back. And then the back wheel is a single wheel that I guess steers. And so he was slowly climbing up the mountain on that tricycle. And we were at the part where there's that special path that you can use for pedestrians and horses and bikes that's separated from the main road, so you don't have to actually ride on the road. So he was on the road, and I was in the offset area, so I didn't have to worry about passing him. But he seemed very comfortable just biking up the mountain. I don't know. I don't think I'd be comfortable sitting that low in traffic. Although I have done something like that before. So a few years back when I was in Japan, they have something called, it's a private company, has nothing to do with Nintendo, but they have these street legal go-karts that basically you basically pay for like a tour, and you get to basically drive your own go-kart with a group, and there's like a leader, and you basically follow the leader, but you're driving on the real streets of Tokyo. So you actually need to get an international driver's license to do this. So I had to make sure I had all my paperwork in order before I left for Japan. But I knew I wanted to do that, so I got all the paperwork. But yeah, they're street legal go karts, and so basically they call it Mario Kart. So they let you dress in costumes like Mario or whatever. So they have lots of costumes. So Batman and Spider Man and Link and whatever. Well, a lot of common things you'd expect. and and so as you're doing the cosplay thing, you're driving a go kart in the middle of the street, and it's apparently still a novel. At least when I was there, it was still a novelty. So even the locals in Japan, they were taking pictures of the Mario Karts going by. But yeah, you're pretty low on the ground in those things, and you're driving in real traffic, so it's a little intimidating. But for the most part, yeah, I think the Japanese drivers are pretty safe and they're not reckless. So I'm gonna get Scruffy his food. Okay, let's get your table in position. So let's see, I saw Scruffy on the table sleeping this afternoon. I think I got a few shots of him, but I didn't constantly report him. So early afternoon, right after lunch, he jumped back on the table. I was taking a nap, I think. And that's when I first recorded him, I think. I think after I got back from my bike ride, it was still mid afternoon, and he was on the table sleeping. I had not eaten anything, and I was hungry, so I wanted to kind of make a late lunch or snack or something. So I was in the kitchen. He woke up, and I was trying not to look at him or acknowledge him because I was worried he would want to do dinner early, and I didn't want to psych him out or something. And so I heard him meow once, but yeah, I tried to not look at him directly and just keep doing what I was doing, and then quickly leave the kitchen. And then when I came back a little later, he was sleeping again, and I was trying not to wake him up. But I think he caught me a couple times going in and out of the kitchen. But I don't think he fully got up the rest of the afternoon until dinner just now. So I'm hoping I didn't anger him. But yeah, we did our lunch thing, and yeah, pretty normal lunch, I think. Hey, Scruffy. I think you heard me putting the dishes away. So you were here a second ago, and then after I'm done putting the dishes away, you're at the door. And a little early, but since you're here, it's maybe 10 minutes to start lunch. So it looks gloomy, but it's actually supposed to be warmer today. You can feel the temperature. It feels like, yeah, it's trying to get warmer, but not quite there yet. Let's see, how do we want to do this? Tonight's dinner is, I think it's the super supper, and kibble, and rotisserie chicken scraps. So definitely have enough for tomorrow. Not sure about much after that. So tomorrow, yeah, we're supposed to get the rain, as I said. So I was, yeah. The reason I originally got the bag out was because forecasts said we're going to get a lot of bad weather. We didn't get quite as much as they predicted this past week, but now they're extending it for another week. Not sure if I believe it, but I'm guessing we're going to get something tonight. So. Try to think, did I see anything else on my bike ride that was interesting today? Yeah, it's kind of overcast, so I guess there were quite a few people out despite that. So even though it was overcast, the temperature was reasonable. I don't think I saw many animals. So yeah, I didn't see the sheep or the horse or the turkey that I saw 2 trips ago. So probably won't see anything like that again. That was unusual. At least for this area, I think. Or, I don't know, maybe it's not that unusual. Or maybe I just don't go up there enough. So I figured they gotta live there, so I guess they gotta be around. But yeah, so on the Mari Kart go kart thingy. So I was saying, yeah, the Japanese drivers are pretty nice and reasonable. But I remember on our tour, there was some guy in a big giant SUV, and he starts screaming at one of the people in our group. This was like ahead of me, so I couldn't fully hear it. But I think the gist of it was at first he was curious or something about like what the heck what the heck was what were we, because I guess he wasn't used to it, but it was clear he was not Japanese, and he was very uh, loud, and I think it may have been Australian or New Zealand, but anyway, so after he got his initial answers, he started getting really abusive for some reason. So he started screaming at the person. It's like he got really angry for some reason. We weren't doing anything; we were just going straight down the road. But yeah, he didn't seem to approve, and he looked like he was about to go into a fit of road rage or something, and then he just powered off in his big SUV. I don't think most Japanese drive SUVs, so so I don't know. That was weird, but yeah, just so just kind of reinforces the stereotype. Yeah, Japanese are really nice, but yeah, all the foreigners are real jerks. So, including us. Because yeah, it's all the foreigners running the Mari carts. I think I don't know. You think the locals would do it, particularly since Mario is a Japanese thing. Remove the balls for Scruffy. There's still a bit of kibble and pate, and I think chicken. Didn't do a very good job cleaning the bowl. So you have to apply for international driver's license, and you have to do it before you leave before you get to Japan. So you got to do it in your country. So I found out about the thing. I was doing a lot of trip prep in advance, so I forgot how I found out about it. But I think somebody. I was speaking at a conference, and I think one of the other speakers of the conference, posted in like a common chat forum or something. So I think that's how I found out about it. And then when I read up more on it, I was basically saying, yeah, I got to do that. So I had to look up on how do you get an international driver's license, and so you can either, I guess you can go to the DMV, but found out you can also do it through AAA. And so if you have a AAA membership, that's actually, from what everyone has said, it's much easier. Partly because you don't have to wait in the really long DMV lines. And I think I had to get some passport photos for the driver's license. I think. So you can do that as a Costco. Okay, folks. Thanks for watching. See you next time.